multiple New Zealand record holder, titles, president of the Auckland Powerlifting Association, world record holder, world titles, the current under 52 IPF world champion, but most importantly, famous on social media for getting brutally ragdolled by a Highland Games hammer a couple of years back. It's my pleasure to introduce Evie Corrigan. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So firstly, I always like to kick things off by asking our guests a bit about their background in terms of family, sports growing up. So kick us off with telling us a bit about what you were like growing up personally, sports-wise. We can hear you've got a bit of an accent going on there. Tell us a bit more about Evie growing up.
So I was born in London. I'm one of 5 children. 3 of us were born over in the UK and 2 here in New Zealand. We moved here because my mum is a New Zealander. My dad is Irish. I was not a sporty kid. And I was like anti-sports as a teenager. I thought like, this is not for me. I'm not good at this kind of hand-eye coordination business. So that's all good, that's fine. Like I'll focus on other things. And I was really into art actually. So this was like such a curveball that I've now made powerlifting my life. But I kind of started out getting interested in yoga, of all things, and then I went into sort of like partner acrobatic yoga.
Wow.
And then my sister was really into powerlifting, and she just started, and she was like, you know what, I think you'd be good at this. Like, how about you give it a go and I'll coach you for a while. So that's how it happened.
So you've mentioned your siblings and your sister getting you into lifting. Does anyone else in your family lift?
My brother, now he goes to the gym that my sister owns in Christchurch, and my mum goes to the gym that my sister owns, and they do a little bit of like lifting in their sort of general strength classes. My mum actually competed in powerlifting, and Kira, my older sister, she competed a couple of times, but currently no one is like carrying on the Corrigan name in powerlifting, but there's time yet. I have a nephew, he's 3. There's time for him
pressure, right?
to be molded into the perfect powerlifter.
Obviously, powerlifting is your life. You've mentioned that, but obviously outside of that, you work full time. What do you do for work, and what are the best parts of your job?
So I work in a teen parent unit. It's sort of like a little school for teen mums, and they bring their babies on site as well, and there's a daycare there. And I provide health support, so anything and everything really that you might need as a young mum and with a young child. Increasingly, I'm doing a bit more health promotion and like trying to promote good, healthy lifestyles and things, which is like comes with the territory of being really into a sport, I suppose. So I really enjoy passing that on to my students. And I also do a bit of powerlifting coaching as well on the side.
Shout out to Evie's coaching. So you mentioned your sister got you into powerlifting in the first place. Let's just have a little trip down memory lane in terms of your competition history. So do you remember your first competitions? Do you remember what you totaled?
Yeah, so my first comp was Raw Cup in Canterbury because I was still living in Christchurch at the time. I don't remember what I totaled, but it would have been like 200 and something. Like I probably squatted like 70 kilos, maybe like bench 50 and deadlifted like 100 and something.
So half of what you're doing now.
Yeah.
And your first nationals was in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Do you remember your first nationals? How it went, what weight class you were in, and how that all went?
Yeah, 2017 in Dunedin. And I remember my family came down to watch, which was notable because after you've been powerlifting for a while, and like I don't blame them at all, but they kind of stop watching the comps because like it's a long time. It's not that interesting. They're only there to see you, and they see you for like less than 10 minutes in the space of like 4 hours. So yeah, that was cool. I think I was battling it out for like a bench record with a couple of other 52. I think I competed open, and I was battling for the 52 open bench record.